Tarik Ross Sr. I have 2 children. Son, Tarik Ross Jr. and Imani Ross. Man, fatherhood is everything. Fatherhood is a gift. Fatherhood is a blessing and an honor. Fatherhood is precious. Fatherhood is complicated, complex. Fatherhood is challenging, it's trying. Fatherhood is joyous. It's power, man. There's so many different things. It's freedom, it's strength, you know? It's foundation, it's legacy. There's so many things, man. Fatherhood, there's so many things that we don't even know. See, there's a little kid, and that's probably his father. What's up, young man? How you doing, man? I like your glasses. That's pretty cool, man. Little kid, man. That kind of stuff, man. Just a little kid with his family and his daddy and his mama, you know. The work that I do, I'm so committed to it because so many of these young men, the women too, but the work that I do is primarily focused on young men because unfortunately we're the victims and the perpetrators of the violence that takes so many young black lives. So Jim Brown, whom I work with, not gonna say work for, because Jim never ever treated us like he was our employer. He treated us like he was our father, because the love is there. So fatherhood is about love, man, and that's something that we don't talk about. We don't grow up dealing with our emotions. Stop crying, boy. You sound like a little girl, and you know, then we get older and we get in relationships. We say we love our women, but we don't know how to love our women. We don't know how to love ourselves, man. That's why it's easy for a lot of other younger fathers to walk away and leave that woman to raise that child by themselves, man, because they don't see the connection to that baby because they weren't taught about connection from a connector, which is the father. The father is the original connector. Well, for the first like 10 years, it was critical, it was crucial. Pops taught us to be disciplined, respectful, along with moms. I had 2 militant parents, bro. When you grew up in the 70s, man, it was really important, man. I gotta say that first, for the first 10 years. Pops is from Roxbury, Massachusetts, man, Boston. You know, during the time where, I mean, racism, I mean, Boston is like, anybody that know about Boston, Massachusetts, and the history, and South Boston, and it was critical. Pops didn't play around with us. He didn't joke with us. Pops was, you know what I'm saying, Pops was in the Korean War. Get up on Saturday, clean up, you know what I'm saying, your room, clean up the front yard. You want $1 or something for the ice cream truck, then you gonna have to work for this $1. Hey man, the movie Fences, bro, you see that movie? Bro, that's my daddy. That's a black daddy, man, that's dealing with racism. My dad came up during that time. I mean, obviously, I wasn't born during that time, but he was a small child, like, during that time when that film was. So, that's like my dad. Just that old school James Evans off of Good Times. I ain't got time to be he and ho, and playing around. I'm a father. I'm gonna whoop your ass if you get out of line, fuck you up. Too much of that, though, bro. Keep it 100 with you, man. I think your parents don't love you, man. They just beat your ass. What? Nah, come here, man. Come here. Stand right here. Look at me. Look at me. What did I tell you? Like, not that lesson, just, boy, you be like, man, what did I do? So I grew up kind of like scared of my pop, to be honest with you. But looking back, now that he's gone, that foundation, even though he and mom broke up when I was about 10, 11, he would come to my games, man, you know, baseball games after they split up. I'm not gonna, you know, put his lowest moments into the public like that. There's no need for it. But, you know, he had some low moments, man, you know, throughout my development as a preteen, you know, but that's cool. Never ever harbored anything against my pop because we always had that relationship and understanding because I wasn't too young. I remember all the good foundational things that he put into me. He instilled into me and my brothers, you know, being organized, being disciplined, cleaning up your surroundings and all of that. Being intelligent, using your mind. You know what I mean? Being athletic. My dad was my first coach, like I said. Y'all come in and lay down and rest. It's practice coming up in a couple of hours. Like, Pops, be honest, man. Like, be organized and disciplined. So, critical, bro. And I can see that today. The absence of black fathers in our community, man, is the reason why we got gang violence. It's the reason why we got drugs. It's the reason why we got teen pregnancy. It's the reason why we have a lot of things, because as a father, the authoritative discipline that a father can administer is different than the authoritative discipline of a mother, in my opinion. I know the laws have changed and they've taken out like discipline in schools. I got paddled, man, right here in Dina, man. Sarah Mesa, it was a school, I think it might have been in the Sarah Madre area. I got paddled in elementary school. That's unheard of nowadays. So discipline being taken out of the household and out of the society is a problem as well, but crucial to have a daddy, man, even though Pops wasn't as consistent as he probably would have liked to have been. I'm not even gonna say could have been, because the older I get, I look at my parents and I say they did the best that they could do at that time with the information that they had and the experiences that they went through in their childhood, in their lives, that brought them to that point of parenthood in my life as a child. That's a hell of a long, loaded-ass statement, wasn't it? But that's how I look at it, man. I don't say, well, I mean, my dad would've. I just told you my dad grew up in Boston, Massachusetts, man. At a time when racism gripped everybody in America if you was black. Find a connection with a higher power, spiritual. Number one, if you're a young black man out here and maybe you don't have a father and you're trying to find your manhood and your identity, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you'll come down here and look at these busts and read about Jackie Robinson and the racism and everything. He had to persevere and be a husband and a father, and like, we don't have a lot of them stories, man. They're not tangible stories. Our tangible stories would be like Lil Wayne and spit some bars, and everybody can't be Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne had Baby as a mentor and a father. Baby calls him son. Without Baby, we probably wouldn't have known a Lil Wayne. I say that to say we gotta have some kind of connection to a higher source of intellect, higher source of morals, and it has to come from a spiritual place, because without that spirituality, man, and the foundation that my dad gave me, I wouldn't be sitting here today. Because you know the generation that we came from, I wouldn't be sitting here. Advice, that's the best advice. I don't like to use that word, but I know why you asked me. I would say get an understanding of a higher source, young black brother, you know, seriously. Do not take it for granted. Don't wait till you get sentenced to 15 years in prison before you say, let me pray. Don't wait, man. Get that source, that daily motivation and that daily inspiration to keep your mental on point. Keep your thought process on point. And, but now that my children are older, I'm always gonna be dad. I'm gonna always say something, talk. My dad talk, that's why I talk so much. Talk for a living. My parenting style is practical, transparent, honest, man. I don't want to make the mistakes that my parents, I'm not even gonna call them mistakes, man. I'm not even gonna implement the same lessons that my parents implemented in my life. Mistake has a negative connotation. It was just their parenting style. So learning from that, having my mom and dad's parenting style as a foundation, regardless to the inconsistencies that there may have been throughout the years, regardless to that. My style is a mix of the old school with a touch of today, the practicality of the day. I work with young people, so my spirit stays young. So I would say a blend of old school, sternness and value-based, respect, all of that. A person can look at your child and tell your parenting style about when they meet your child. So when you meet my son, and you will, because he's into what you're into, you'll see when you see him. And it'd be good if you ask him the same question. So I'll leave my answer kind of like that. For real, I'm dead serious. So nobody's never asked me that. Damn, what's my parenting style? That's a good ass question. All right, we're gonna start something with this, man. This interview gonna lead to some work. We gotta cover it, because nobody's covering it, man. Nobody's covering fatherhood in our community, man. It's time. I know Father's Day is coming out, but it's definitely time.